Hi, this is Anne, and this is day 11 of facing my fear of being seen. I want to talk about why I am scared of being seen in the first place. I watched a video by Tam about fear of being seen, and she said, before you can overcome the fear, you first have to understand where it came from. And honestly, she's right. Because when I started to reflect, I realized that this fear probably started before I created this channel. I think it all started for a long time already. Growing up on a small island, people notice everything easily. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you act, and the way you express yourself. On top of that, my parents are both teachers. So at an early age, I already understood that I have to conduct myself accordingly and responsibly. So I studied hard, avoided mistakes, and behaved well. Even in college, I was in an environment that valued modesty, discipline, and proper behavior. Then I became a teacher for 12 years, where being composed and professional mattered a lot. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with those things. I am grateful for how I was raised and the values that I've learned growing up. But I think somewhere along the way, I learned to shrink myself a little, to tone myself down, to avoid being judged or misunderstood. I became used to being the good daughter, the student who follows the rules, and eventually the teacher who always carries herself properly. And slowly, I became too focused on being acceptable. And Tam mentioned something that made a lot of sense to me. She said that the fear of being seen can make us hyper focused on the possible opinions people might have of us. So we start performing versions of ourselves that feel easier to accept. And honestly, I relate to this a lot. I became a people pleaser. I had a difficulty saying no, and I adjusted myself to what's more comfortable, acceptable, and convenient for others. I think I carried that version of me for so long that realizing it now, it became automatic. And I think this is why this YouTube journey feels so uncomfortable. Because this is probably the most honest and visible I've been in a while. People can hear my thoughts now, and I think this is the first time I am really trying to figure out who I am outside expectations, roles, and achievements. I think this is also the first time that I am choosing to not be performative. This is the first time I am purposely choosing to be seen, even if that means being judged or misunderstood. Because I now understand this is the only way to overcome this fear. And honestly, that's scary. But at the same time, it's freeing. And video after video, I feel proud of myself for showing up anyway. I don't know how long it will take me to not be scared anymore, but What I can say now is I am enjoying the process. I showed up today, and that's enough. See you in day 12.